So Liz says she's going to be a little late, and Chris is, I think she said, out of town. So it's just a smaller meeting tonight. No Bob. He couldn't make it, and no one from the state as well. So this is going to be probably another short, quick, and easy meeting. Although we haven't met in a while, but I have a couple updates, nothing earth-shattering, but we'll call the meeting to order at 6:01, and I'll look for an approval of the May 29th minutes meeting.
I'll make that motion to approve May 29th minutes.
I'll second.
I can't remember.
First and a second. Is there any discussion?
No, it seemed pretty forward to me.
Yeah, hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you. We'll move right into old business, which is update on interim trails. So one actually major update is I have the new map of the interim trail system. It was done by Lindsay Withers from TPL. I will be putting it out shortly, and it's the new map that extends from the new parking lot, following the red trail all the way through our new trail that we created up into the blue section. So I've asked for the kiosk to be moved, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 times now, and it just hasn't gotten done yet. Hopefully, since we're well into soccer season and the fields are fine, we can get that done the next couple weeks here. I'm going to take this new particular map, blow it up, and put it in the kiosk there, and we'll open that area up as soon as that gets over there with this new map. It looks the same, but it's obviously got that extension on the Ingham Hill parking lot area. And she added the words, Old Saybrook parking from Ingham Hill Road, no drive-through to Essex, which is good.
Yeah.
And it does, I think we got to, I'm going to ask her to change it. It only says 5 spaces. I'm pretty sure we have like 10 spaces up there.
Yeah, on Ingham Hill Road.
Yeah, I think that's the actual zoning map was 10 spaces. So I think she just took the 5 spaces from the other one and left it there. So that's the only thing I want to try to change on it first. And that should not be a big deal. But it was nice to have that map. I gave it to her a while ago, and she gave it to me like 2 weeks ago, so which is awesome.
Nice.
So I'll send it out to everyone just so you can look at it. But there's nothing too earth-shattering on it. It's still obviously the same old interim trail system with that little add-on. So
Yeah, the latest
0.24 of a mile from the parking lot into the blue trail.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
It's hard to tell that map that's on the attachment of the email. It's hard to visualize that piece together like that.
Yeah.
That other map.
So the other map that was sent from Chris to me.
Yeah.
And I sent it to you guys. And that's basically what he was saying in this one, when we're doing our planning for the trail system in general, that should be the large loop that we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that makes sense to me because it does incorporate the red trail through the preserve all the way through. Well, that would be a new trail on the eastern side there. There'll be a whole new trail, which already exists, but we'd have to color coordinate it somehow.
Right.
But that loop is pretty large.
Hmm.
So that's really gives you an idea of what we're dealing with now with the space that we have with all 4 parcels, really, with Town Park, Great Cedars East and West, and the preserve, and our large donut, as we call it, which is kind of cool for what we have for trails now. But it's still concerning the preserve part of that trail system that Chris sent, all the offshoots.
Mm-hmm.
It's very concerning. So I don't know. Chris still has not come back to work on shutting off some of the trails as we talked about in May. I have all the signs here in my office. I know he got sidetracked with a few things and family life and things that he was doing. So I got to reach back out to him, see if he still wants to do that. If not, we got to go a different direction. But they're all here. So that's just waiting for him.
You know what's happening, Ray? I've noticed is that the trails that aren't being used are just growing over. So
Really?
yeah, I mean, in effect, what's happening is they're closing off themselves to a degree. So
Which ones though? The ones that have been recreated, or
the only way I can put it is the ones that people like to use are being used, and the rest of them, basically the ones that are dry year round are the
yeah,
ones that are being used. And just to give an example, so when I cut that trail for the parking lot,
yeah,
it's being used a lot, and it looks really
sure.
great. It's burned in really nice, and so that's basically what happens. I mean, if all we really have to do to close those off is to just drop logs and debris across those ones,
Be great.
and
Yeah,
do it a couple of times, because the first
sure.
time a couple of people will go through and say, "Oh, I got to fix this," but after a time or two, they just get disused.
I mean, I was up in that parking lot yesterday afternoon, and there was 8 cars up there.
Yeah,
On a random Wednesday at it was like 3 o'clock or so. It's crazy. So
good.
definitely
Good.
getting
And
used, and they're going from that parking lot into the trail system.
yeah, and they're not parking at the old entrance very much. It's
No,
seldom.
yep, I agree. So the plan is, like I said, put the kiosk up, take one of the railings out so you can actually access it a little easier. Have the trail map up there, and we'll get some more of our signage up there as well. And hopefully that happens in the next couple weeks here.
Do you want me to take it out? Because my only hesitation is that if we take out one length, an ATV could still get through there.
No, absolutely. And I was gonna put a bollard in it, but we could do a rock if we want to do a rock there too. Could roll a rock into it, a larger one. So
Might need your help for that.
no. I'm saying I can get Public Works to do that. But
Yeah,
yeah, just with the excavator, just put a rock up in there. Make it natural if we want.
they did a nice job with that bridge, so maybe that's the best call. Just have
Yeah.
them use their own discretion and get it done.
Yep. So
Is that clear from the um memorial rock that we had for
it
the
is. It
farm?
is. So the part that I want, if you went up there right now, so you'll see a sign that says "Dogs on Leash."
Yep.
Right to the right hand side of that is a section of the railing that I want to take out, and to the right of that would be that Ingham Hill memorial piece. So
Okay.
we can move. We can certainly try to move that memorial piece if we had to. I don't think it's in the way, truthfully.
Well, it
Where
wasn't so much as in the way, but I was looking at it from a visitor point of view, that you want it facing in such a way that there's a clearing around it, so it looks like you really want people to know.
yeah, no,
Right now it kind of looks like, okay, someone put it there, and some of the visual is blocked by the railing, which has to be there.
well,
And then
someone
it
did put it
doesn't
there.
look like it's a spot that people should go and make note of.
Sure.
I think the way it's set up is I mean, you have to walk past it to go into the entryway. So
Yeah.
I think it kind of works. I mean, when you
It could
open
have
it
been
up,
dressed up a little bit more. I didn't know he was going to do it when he did it. I didn't know he was going to do it
Yeah.
flush grade. I really thought he was going to have it on a rock of some sort or whatever. It was a family member of a descendant of the family who put it in, and he did it all on his own. He did everything. We didn't have to pay for anything. He did everything. So I would hate to move it because he put his time into it, and he's where the foundation, I guess, was in his estimation from family.
Oh, okay.
So that he wasn't a random. It wasn't randomly placed. Put it that way.
Okay.
So, but I mean, if worst comes to worst, I could always contact him and say, hey, listen, we're going to move it because of this, this, and this. But I think it does work a little bit. Maybe we can put something around it to make it stand out a little bit more.
That might work, yeah. And
Um,
maybe something, I know that has some information on it, but maybe we could put another placard that has more information about,
sure, that's another thing. I mean,
you
we've
know,
talked.
and then it gives it some prominence.
Absolutely, and that could go right on the railing, right in front of it. So,
Yeah. Provided
Oh.
cars don't hit it.
right, yeah, they've been pretty good up there so far, Sue.
Yeah, I know. Even backing up their trailers.
Yeah.
I was impressed with one gentleman. He did a good job when there were already 6 cars in there. He had a large trailer.
So other things on the interim trail, the only thing that has not been done yet, which Billy and I, Public Works Director, have talked about, is fixing the Frog Bridge to not a complete fix, obviously a Band-Aid fix, because it's got some holes in it. And he just got caught up with some of the Public Works stuff that was priority coming on with him right now. So he knows about it. It just has not been done yet. So hopefully that can get done in the next couple of weeks here too as well.
Since the last time I sent you pictures, Ray, they did somewhat of a Band-Aid, or somebody did.
Somebody did?
Somebody did, yeah. So it's,
Okay.
I mean, it's not great. You got to kind of tiptoe through it, but it's better than it was. You know, it was
Better than the big hole in
overhaul.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Keith, I had a question that is that picture you sent part of the interim trail system that you sent to me?
The bamboo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We talked about it one of our meetings about the Dan Brown property as being well, one, it's a parking area for an entrance into the preserve.
Okay. So you're talking about the Brown property. Great
Brown-
Cheaters West. Okay.
Yeah, it's you know, it's the field that has the little temple built
Yeah,
in.
Oh,
sure.
David Brown's. Yeah.
David Brown's.
Yeah. Yep, David Brown's. And what's happened was David, I guess, used to clip it back. He created more or less a barrier around the structure on his property. But since he's passed, the bamboo have just taken off and they're working their way across the field. So a couple of the people that were walking it with their dogs pointed it out to me. I go, whoa, you know, I had bamboo on my own property when I bought it, and trying to remove that stuff is next to impossible.
It's tough.
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's not the knotweed, it's the actual bamboo stuff.
It's
Yeah, it
bamboo.
is.
Yeah. So that was in the field, but not in the driveway part, like our right of way that goes through. It's not in that part.
Not in the driveway, and we were trying to figure out if it was the Tibetans that actually cut, lawn mowed a trail around the grass area, but it's crossed over that that entryway that they created, so it's moving across the field. It's
No kidding.
It's good.
Yeah.
It spreads so fast. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have the right to go on that property and do anything. So, I mean, it's not something under our purview to even do.
Can you imagine though if that actually started to spread into the preserve? I mean, it would take the whole place over. Only a snake, when that stuff moves in, only a snake can pass through that stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yikes.
Yeah. I mean, we'll monitor it if it gets into our trail area. But if it's in his field, we can't do anything about it because it's on private property.
Does the family still own that?
The family still owns it. Yeah.
Oh, we might be able to communicate with them our concerns so that they would know, because they may not realize how invasive and
Yeah. Who knows?
extraordinary growthing it is.
Yeah. I have no idea.
We have another issue in there too, which is the lantern flies have made their way into our town, and they're starting to show up everywhere.
Really?
That's even scarier. I think I had one of the things on my slider, not knowing the little pods the little mud looking smear. I read the article in the Harbor News today. I was like, oh my goodness. But I've looked around my yard. I don't see anything else like that. But I've heard around there, and it's only a matter of time.
I
So
saw them on
Keith,
the town beach.
You saw him at Town Beach?
Yeah.
Did you see him in the preserve at all?
I've seen a few in the preserve too, and I think well, what I read probably was the same thing you read, Sheridan, which was that they came by the highway. So, you know, they basically were on top of vehicles that were 91 and 95, and here you got the preserve basically bordered on one side by 95. So it's just a matter of time, but they're definitely here, and I don't know. There's really nothing we could do about them. I think what I read was that there are predators that will eat those.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, and that's your only hope, really.
They come at you too, because I was visiting with a friend's home from. They live in Old Saybrook, and she's home from dental school for a week, and she landed in New Jersey. That's where her boyfriend is, and they were saying, yeah, they're everywhere in New Jersey, and they come at you like they're not shy.
Really?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, it's like every direction in the world. I'm like, what is going on everywhere? Like, Jesus.
At least that's consistent. Everything that bad comes into Connecticut comes from New
Yeah.
Jersey, right?
Hey, my kid started med school at RWJ, so she's now a resident of New Jersey. I'm like, we still love you, Avery.
Anything else on the interim trail system? I think we kind of covered the weed control management discussion as well on that one.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything else to add to the weed control management. And does anyone else have anything they know of?
There's a lot of trees down, but in some respects, when that happens, the trails get better because trails just find their way around them, so the trails aren't so straight.
Sure.
I've seen a little bit of that, but I should get in there with my saw and start clearing some of that stuff out.
Is it just deadfall, Keith? Is it just deadfall, or is it just?
Yeah. It's a lot of big deadfall though, all over the park.
Huh.
So, I mean, it doesn't. You step over it, the dogs jump over it, whatever. But
well, they're also deterrent for all motorbikes too. So.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. That's a
Yeah.
good point. So, although I think the town must have cracked down because maybe it was just school starting up again, but there are some new laws that have come out in the state of Connecticut about the use of the vehicles, and
Yep.
they're confiscating the vehicles. And
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen any in the preserve, and I go in just about every day with the dog. So,
Well, that's a good thing.
yeah.
It's real good. So maybe it does help here and there.
Yeah.
Good. Anything you want to add on the mountain bike community?
Nope.
Have you had any discussions? I know last meeting we talked about you tried to reach out to some of the community about blazing any new trails. Were you had any luck with that, or?
They had some success. I talked to one of the group leaders, the group ride leaders, and she wasn't part of the group, but she talked to the leaders of that group, and I haven't seen any more trail. Of course, I always go in from the old Saybrook side, and I get close to the Westbrook side many times, but I always go in through all of the old Saybrook entrances. So I don't know if anybody else sees something from the other side. Let me know, and I'll just bring it back up again. But
Okay.
I haven't seen any new trail since.
That's good. That's a good thing. Well, good. Any other old business? Told you we're going through this quick tonight.
Don't jinx it.
On the new business, public use plan discussion, it also kind of carries into the forest management plan. So I've reached out to Carl, and I reached out to Alex Amendola, and I reached out to Carl to see when the next CMC meeting was, and I have not gotten a response. And that was last week when I reached out to him. So I don't know what's going on with the CMC group when they're meeting again or what they're talking about. Alex, on the other hand, did reach out to me regarding my question. Basically was about the forest management plan. And his response, I'm just going to read you his email to me. Unfortunately, still nothing on the plan. I bring it up weekly, including today, and gotten a response from and have not gotten a response from higher up. It has been on the deputy commissioner's desk for months. Wish I had something more to report. Unfortunately, I do not. So same scenario as we were 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago with the forest management plan. No signature on it, which I can assume is why the CMC is not meeting. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just assuming that. And why we can't move forward with the public use plan because the forest management plan is not signed yet, which is quite disappointing.
Yeah.
We were at the finish line with it, and then it got pushed back. So
I don't know if you've all read in the paper that the year-round hunting has been approved for the state.
Huh.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's part of what they're busy with instead, trying to deal with or implement all of that. But that's a big deal for us. If it is a year-round hunting plan, that's going
Get
to
off, sir.
make everybody a little bit nervous, right?
It will. I have not heard anything on the hunting aspect of it in the preserve as well. So I don't think it's included in that, but I guess I'll have to do some more research on it. So, yeah, unfortunately, I guess we're sort of at a standstill. We can still close off some of the trails we want to do and make it a little safer in there and do our little things, but we can't do the big stuff until that forest management plan is actually signed.
Hmm.
No idea when it's going to get signed.
Are we not allowed to, this person that's not getting back to Will, like, is anyone else? Like, we as a committee, can we reach out to it?
You
That
can reach out
person?
to Carl. Yeah, I'd reach out to Carl if I was you to ask him when the next CMC meeting is. Carl and Will are the two members of the CMC committee.
Yeah, I know. But
but
who Will is saying is not getting back to him, that's
Well,
on someone's desk. Like,
I didn't. Oh, it's on the deputy commissioner's desk, which is
hold on.
yeah, I forgot her name. Last I knew, when he said in May that she was on maternity leave, so
Oh, right.
I don't know how long that would take with her. I don't know what she's allowed to take, so that's up to them. But I don't know what I really don't know what the holdup is. I know they had to do the review of the 2 letters that came in that stopped the process, and whether or not they reviewed it or they're still doing that, I don't know. I really don't. There's been no explanation, Sheridan. So
All the is Carl being contested all for selectmen? Like, we're not gonna.
he's not. Yeah, he's not. Being
Oh, okay. Because I thought about that. I mean, that's sort of a
Well,
selfish thought, but I was
there
like, oh,
is
good Lord,
someone
we get
who's
a
running against him.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
they
right,
just
that would be Jan Wizolowski.
Oh,
So
she's run
there
in the
is someone.
past, correct?
Yeah.
No, so I
she's-
think she's just running for a selectman position, not for a selectman.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
think first.
Yeah, no, I think it's
Okay.
for just a selectman position.
Because selfishly, that'd be kind of a mess if we had, well, who knows? But start all over again. But at the same time, not sure we're really getting very far anyway. But
I see what you're saying, but because of elections coming up, not doing much.
Yeah.
But no, he's as far
Then
as
I also thought
he's running unopposed. That's what I thought.
I was riding my bike around Saybrook Loop and I thought I saw something for a park and rec, and I turned around and I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, no, you've been there forever. You're not an elected. Like, there's not someone else running for park and rec, is there?
Well, there's only one member running for Park and Rec.
Okay. I was
Okay.
like, oh
And-
no, Ray.
But Ray is a contracted employee
Yes.
in town.
I had like a crane moment with my head. I whipped around. I was like, what? Or like Sound of Music. Let's start at the very beginning. I was like, good Lord. Oy.
With regards to the trails and the plan, I don't know, maybe this is a crazy idea, but I have a friend he's got a laser wood etching device, pretty sophisticated. But we could start really making quaint trail signs ourselves if we wanted to. I mean, it wouldn't cost anything really. And we could have the Allen Trail, the SD Trail, the Diamond Trail, whatever trail you want to adopt. It's basically adopt a trail. But it's been years, right, that we've been having these meetings and nothing ever gets done. And if we want to do it ourselves, it's nobody's going to be disappointed if now they know where they're going.
I agree with the adopt a trail thing. I don't know if we can name trails though. The state doesn't like naming trails. I think you know that. But as far
Well, I
as
don't know, they can call it a big rock trail.
Oh, I know. You know what I mean, though. So they don't name particular trails.
They don't memorialize someone. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but I do want to do stewardship out there. Obviously, I do want people to adopt trail sections to keep it safe, to keep it cut back, to do all those things. I want that out there. But at the same time, Keith, you got to think long term too. If we do a bunch of work, and then that trail is not even part of the trail plan, you've done a bunch of work for nothing.
True. Yeah. Well, it's happened to me a couple of times already, but still.
I would hate to see it go backwards that way, because it's just we all have precious time in our hands and we don't want to all spend it all doing one little thing, so
Right.
I just don't know. As much as I want to do things out there, I think it's a catch-22. Well, how much can you do and what is worth doing?
Yeah. Maybe next time we get an opportunity with the TPL or, the other bodies, the CNC, I mean, maybe they won't turn away volunteerism. And if that's the case, then, we can get their approval to start doing some positive things. And,
Sure.
you
Yeah.
know,
I mean, there's certainly a lot out there that can be done now in the interim trail system. We know that.
yeah, yeah.
It's just a lot.
My feeling is that, what happens is, right now, everything is super dry. We've had an incredible drought. And so all the trails ride really good. But as soon as fall moves in and the muck returns, it just becomes a mess. If we just left those messes alone by taking the trail sections that are good, and marking them, then people would ride those and the others can recover. Yeah.
Well, that's true. I mean, I also think of it like this. I want to think a little backwards and work on our particular old Saybrook trails that go up to the preserve. So we'll be ready when the preserve trails are implemented, right? So, I mean, I know our trail systems go into the preserve now, and we have one connection point that is iffy. The other connection point needs a new bridge, but it also needs some more trail markers on it. And, maybe we work on our side of it stewardship wise first, which we know we can. So those trails that are but the preserve are good and ready to go on our end, and then we get right in the preserve and then we do it that way. There's certainly work in the old Saybrook portion of trails that need to be done. So that's part of the whole stewardship thing that we want to get going. A whole big group, a big conglomerate that works on all the parcels. I don't know.
I had another crazy thought too, which was, they come to me often. So on those, when we finally do get around to putting in those kiosks, we could go to local businesses and have this sign provided by, Rabbit Hole, whatever the business is, and maybe we could generate a little bit of revenue off that.
That's a great idea.
Sure. I have no problem with that. For little signs that we want to put up, nothing, no sign pollution, but little signs work for me.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I had on the public use plan, really. I mean, there's nothing more to report, which is unfortunate. I really wish there was, but there isn't. So, is there any other new business anyone wants to bring up?
No, we're still working on the same stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Other than I'd like to do some GPS interest points, but I want to wait until the leaves get off the tree so I can have a better idea of the terrain and what's out there. But right now it's not a good time because there's too much overgrowth.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to do it after after everything's been taken out.
Okay.
Susan, I've been in there a lot lately, and it looks like the deer have eaten everything up to, approximately 5 feet. I'm amazed at how far you can see right now. There's just no coverage on the ground.
I was thinking more of the plateau where we went up and they had all the rock cairns that we were thinking would be a nice overlook. And going over by where the dam is as we come back down from the lake area, pond, bog, whatever we want to call that. Those stick out in my mind right away. And then there was another rock formation that I remember, and I think that would be very curious from geological point of view and just from natural point of view of the terrain.
I think that overlook area is just gorgeous. I think that's a fantastic spot to have something.
I do too, and winter, spring, and I haven't been up there in the summer. I've only been in there winter, spring, and fall. But every time I'm there, it just oozes nice, peaceful overlook.
Yep, for sure. Good. Well, this is part of the reason why I wanted to make this a Zoom, because it was going to be short and sweet. So didn't think you guys needed
It worked
to
for
come
me.
out
I didn't want to go back out in the rain again.
No.
We need the rain. Good Lord.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could rain more, but
It will
Yeah.
tomorrow.
yeah. We finally have bear in our, my neighbor around the corner. 2 bear walked across their driveway when her husband was putting the kids on the bus. It's like, oh,
Boy.
That
she
was
got him
this
on her
week?
ring cam.
This week,
Um,
Sherry?
I feel like, what's today? I feel like it was end of last week, maybe.
Wow.
I
Wow.
don't remember. Yeah, one had a bum paw, but hopefully it, I don't know. It's cool, but at the same time, I'm like, oh man, I'm still that selfish person who puts my bird feeder out. And I'm like, I went and brought it in. I was like, sorry guys, you're on your own.
Very small scale. I saw we had like 1 drop of rain. Basically, we had maybe an hour of rainfall, and there was a small parade of newts that were on that trail
Aw.
you were talking about, Susan, not
Yeah.
far from where the cairn is up there.
Oops.
How you see those? I tell you, I was lucky. I mean, I think Rufus found them first, but
Yeah.
um,
It's like a spa
Says-
day for them.
yeah, right. I mean, there's a lot of wildlife in there. It's real treasure.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I guess I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Kind of motion.
So moved.
Someone-
Okay.